everybody, welcome to Esteemed Queen and Mentality. I am your girl, Miss Terrell. Thank you once again. Make sure that you like, share, subscribe down below. Hit that notification bell so you know what's going on. And be sure that you bookmark esteemedmentality.com for all of your devotionals, inspiration, raffles, and giveaways for positivity. Let's talk today about girl code. But in my words, I like to call it queen code. As you know, queens sit in their own chair just like kings do. So I feel like as time evolves, we're not in that old decade anymore. We're in a new decade. We're in a new year. We need to bring a couple of things to light. And I like the idea of queen code because the only way for you to achieve that level is confidence in yourself. So today I want to go over a couple of quick tips to help you be able to reach that mountaintop. So with queen code, number one, I feel like you should definitely be independent. I definitely feel like you should be self-sufficient and learning how to take care of yourself, self-care, self-love, because these days and times we are running into more narcissists because of social media, due to social media. And also, we're finding more people that if they can't seem to grow with life, and life beat them up, they find themselves being codependent, meaning that they will pretty much latch onto you or be around because you're their help, you're their aid, you're their assistance, you're their enabler. So remember, queens, when it comes down to you, you have to think about yourself first. You ever heard like old folks say, God comes first, family comes second, I come third? Well, you got to think like that. That's the purpose of queen code. You have to think of yourself you have to know that you own that chair, that throne. You have to know that you deserve that throne, that chair, in order for you to become more of an inspiration and influence to others. So number one is definitely independency. You got to be able to hold your own. Self-sufficiency is not a curse. It is a gift. It is a blessing. It is great to know that if you're by yourself at the moment, at the time, all your life, like myself, you know how to take care of yourself. You know how to get things solved and taken care of in a matter of as soon as you possibly can. That adds to your self-value. That also adds to your self-worth. The downfall of that is that we as women are coming into a time and an era where we can go just as hard as men, just as hard as kings, but we are so proud of ourselves as queens that our self-sufficiency can turn into arrogance. So that brings me to number two. Be humble. It's nothing wrong with you. And you know what? Let's talk about number two. Let's be humble, okay? Because we have women out here, and it's an irritation to my ass to hear a woman say, oh yeah, well, I'm a bad bitch. Say what? No, you are a queen. You are a queen. You are beautiful. You are strong. You are resilient. You are powerful. You walk in power. Your endurance feeds you to keep going. So when you're humble, you realize certain titles, certain things that you say about yourself does not fit into that same spot. It's like trying to put together a puzzle, but you're not using all the pieces that's on that cover. You're using pieces from another box. When you're humble, certain things aren't going to work for you no more because you're learning in number one, being independent. Certain things don't fit certain people. The part about life that makes everybody just scream is the part about growth. And growth comes in forms of maybe hurt, maybe pain. I'm still going through a cold, y'all. But when it comes down to you being a queen that's independent, a queen that can stand strong, a queen that is humble, you have to understand a statue with that. That's not something to flaunt around. That's something to walk into gracefully. So definitely queen code number one is taking care of yourself, independence, self-sufficiency. Love yourself. Take care of yourself. No one else is going to do it for you. You need to be humble with what it is that you're going after, and who you are. You also got to be humble about who's around you too, because sometimes you may get a friend or make a friend that knows a lot more than you do. And though that may come off as intimidating, or for the ones that don't have a lot of self-love for themselves may consider it to be jealousy that they're feeling, you can always learn from somebody else. Don't feel like you can't learn. That's number 3. Learning is 24/7. You don't stop. It only stops when you think you have reached your peak in elevation and growing as a woman, as a queen, as someone that's going to be a game changer in their family. You have to continue to gain knowledge. Things come up every single day. There's new viruses every single day. There's new words that come out in a dictionary every edition. So don't cut yourself short because you feel so independent that you don't have to be humble and you have to stop learning. Okay? So independency, humility, and knowledge. Number 4. What number 4 should be? I think honestly, number 4 in Queen Code should go something like this. If it don't help you, if it's not beneficial for your purpose, and if y'all both not growing in a way that even if y'all were to sprout off and go y'all different directions, if it's not doing that, sprouting you out to betterment, I don't think it's something that you should fuck with. I mean, point blank, period. And then number 5, I want to put in parentheses that, mind your own business. I really want to put that as my number 5 because that's what a queen does. She's running her own empire, her own throne. Like she got her own shit popping, so she's not worried about anybody else. But I want to say that so loosely because there are a couple things within Mind Your Business that should really sprout out to different branches and leaves. Like 5A, don't mess with I just feel like the Apryl and Fizz situation with Love and Hip Hop. Like, I don't feel like Fizz and Apryl should be dating, especially being the fact of she has children by another band member in that same band. I think you're doing a lot of hopping around. Your ass is hot, and instead of you hopping it on somebody else's lap, you need to hop your ass into a bucket of ice and chill out. You know what I'm saying? Like, being everywhere doesn't have prizes. It doesn't have rewards. Being everywhere does not. It just makes you oversaturated. It makes you tired. And then on top of that, it doesn't give you a good light, especially if you're just hopping penis to penis, Pinocchio nose to Pinocchio nose. It just doesn't work. So mind your business. Stop looking at what someone else has or what you think someone else could be to you, and realize for yourself as a queen, you are independent, you are humble, you are knowledgeable. You mind your business, and you're mindful of what's going on. I like to say this. I'd rather be a person that's mindful than idolized. A lot of people look at the word queen and they feel like people are supposed to just drop to their feet when they see them. And I like to use the word queen and king because a lot of people, they have assumptions when they first meet you. They have presumptions, then they have assumptions, and then they can be just straight out wrong. So it's easier to come off already letting you know as to where someone stands in my eyes. And if you were to haul off and break yourself down in brackets down to the bottom, that's on you. But just know, if it's not something that's going to help me be better, if it's not going to feed my independence, if it's not going to help me grow, and if it's not part of my business that I should mind, I'm not going to deal with you. I'm not going to deal with you. I'm not going to deal with it. Because everything that I just sat here and said is everything that is needed for you to feel your motivation to have you go forth. You can't go forth saying that you're a queen with a peasant mindset. Stop that. You are enough. You are powerful. You are beautiful. You are lovely. You are resilient. You are all those positive things of a virtuous woman, queens. So I'm going to need for y'all to get it together. We all fall short. But just understand that the downfall to all of this, if you're dealing with the wrong people, and there will be signs, is that if they tell you your independence is too much, or you know everything, or you're, they think you're being funny because you humble. No, bitch, I don't want to go backwards. You know what I'm saying? So at some point, if you don't want to think like that, you can't be around that. Which means if you don't want to be around it, you're going to have to rise above it, and you're going to have to get away from it. And the only way you can do that is if you go ahead, give yourself the queen title, and remember, independency, humility, knowledge, mind your business, and keep your head up. Everything has a season, and so do people. But we as women need to get to a place where we look at ourselves to be equal, and not something that needs to equate to what someone else wants us to be. Okay? So I want you to make sure that you share, like, subscribe, hit that notification bell. Make sure you head over to esteemedmentality.com. Look up that positivity giveaway. And also, my memoir, The Black Sheep Shadow, is available on Amazon and on the website. I'm actually looking to do a couple tour dates for that book. It's been about like 4 years since I wrote it, and I've helped so many people. So I think it'll be a good idea for me to go back on tour and actually work on that. So, be sure to leave your comments down below. Let me know what you think queen code is. I definitely think you need to be independent as a queen. I think you need to be humble as a queen. I think you need to be knowledgeable and educated as a queen. I definitely feel like a queen should mind her business. And then on top of that, I feel like a queen that knows her place and her throne, she's not going to worry about nobody else in her life where it's going to bring them down. And if it feels that way, it's probably doing it. And if it's doing it, it's letting you know that you need to make some type of decision on if you want to go by girl code or queen code. You want to go by little girl code, or you want to go by grown woman code. It's all up to you. Holla at y'all later. Bye.